Hello, it's Rebecca from Sapphire Coast Tarot. Today I'm doing a love reading for the sign of Aquarius. This is for Venus that has moved into Libra on the 16th of August to the 10th of September. So this Venus likes Libra. It's actually one of its favourite planets. Taurus is the other one. So this is the time for lots of balance, bringing the balance back and bringing back the magic into our love lives. So it's actually the best transit for love, dating and romance at the moment. So it's probably a good idea to check out your Venus sign, considering that this is a love reading, because Venus is about attraction, love, relationships, art, beauty, harmony, and romantic habits, and what we value in a partner. So yes, beauty, attraction, pleasure, money. Okay, so the first card out for you, Aquarius, is strength. All right, so let's see what we have going out for Aquarius in regards to their love life, please, spirits and guides. Love life for Aquarius. What's happening for Aquarius for Libra in Venus at the moment? Going to be talking about your South Node and your North Node, Aquarius. And I also will be speaking more about what I will be doing in the next coming months. Okay, so I'm not just going to be doing tarot readings. I'm going to give you lots of information about the retrogrades, lots of information about the North and the South Node, so you can spiritually ascend, and also talking about the different ages that we are leaving and arriving and what's happened in the past and all of that. Anyway, we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse, sorry. Okay, so what is next for Aquarius, please, spirits and guides? What's the advice that we need to give them? Okay, so we've got the Death card coming out. So it looks like you are going to have lots of strength at the start. You may have also had some confusion, a bit of chaos, miscommunication and arguments. And next, with the Death card coming in there, it is a new time for you. So there have been endings, transformations, a new direction, and possibly a new beginning for you, Aquarius. Okay, so what else do we have coming out for Aquarius, please, spirits and guides? What's the advice that they need to hear for this time? We have a soul. Yeah, I'll take it that way. Okay, it's a 9 of swords. Whoa! that was a few more that flicked out there. Okay, so we have got the 5 of Cups in reverse. We've got the Empress upright. We've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. And we've got the 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay, what's that one? That one is, we have Temperance. Okay, there we go. All right, well, I won't speak anymore. I'll get into your reading, Aquarius. Okay, so first out we have Strength. We have the Ace of Swords and we have Death. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the energy of each card, and then I'm going to put my interpretation on it, on my spin, and just see how we go. Okay, so Strength is just that, where Spirit is asking you to have strength. It's talking about gentleness, courage, and patience. Also conviction and trust. So you're going to need to have trust in spirits and your guidance in this time at the moment. They've got your best intentions. They're looking after you and guiding you to where you need to be. Okay, so you're going to need courage. Courage is required, not aggression in regards to this. So if this is a female reading, if you're a female, this can symbolise the feminine charms to which men can succumb to. But this card is mainly asking for you to have the inner strength at this time. Okay, so the Ace of Swords in reverse, as I spoke about before, we're talking about you may have been faced with some sort of confusion in a relationship. There has been maybe some brutality involved, chaos, lots of miscommunication, so you may have felt like you didn't know where you were going, like, which way was up, basically. Hostility, arguments, and destruction. So basically, I think you may have had a relationship breakdown or the ending of a relationship, or just about. Because here we've got the Death card here, which talks about it's talking about endings, basically. A transformation is happening for you. So there is change, there is a new direction, and a new beginning coming in for you. You could also have Scorpio in your chart, or you could be involved with a Scorpio. So this is talking about the ending of one phase of life, making way for new major change and transformation. So at this time, there is major growth and learning, and to benefit, you need to remain open, release what no longer serves you. You could also be hanging on because you are fearing change, but now is the time to let go, because there is new opportunities out there waiting for you, Aquarius. Okay, so as I see this, as you've had some strength about you. Well, you've had to have some strength because you've maybe possibly come to an end, or just about the end of a relationship. It's been quite brutal. You've possibly suffered lots of confusing thoughts. You haven't known which way to go, what to do. Like there may have been children involved, or a house, or families dissolving, etc. But this card here, Death, tells me that something is going to be taking, it's the end. It's basically the end. Transformation's happening, and there is a new direction for you now. So that's what's happening for the first line. Okay, so here we have the Four of Swords, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Empress. Okay, so the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, you are going to need, or are having, or will have, some rest. You're going to have to take some time out. For relaxation, you're going to need to recuperate, and you're going to have to protect yourself in this situation. You possibly have got lots of thoughts on your mind, so you're contemplating where you are going or what you are doing next. Here we have the Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse says that you are moving on. You have accepted the situation, and you are going to find peace. So there is some sort of contentment there, and you are starting to see the positives in this situation. Because here you are standing in your glory, the Empress, male or female, it doesn't matter. The Empress is talking about motherhood, abundance, creativity, nurture, and warmth. You could also be starting a new relationship, or you could be having a baby as well. The Empress represents growth, prosperity, and fertility. She brings happy results, good rewards for your work and effort. It talks about creativity, nurturing, and warmth. It sometimes can represent a mother figure. So, as I said, you could be a mother or around a mother figure. It talks about solid and happy relationships, and it can also talk about marriage as well. So this Empress knows her worth as well, or their worth, and moving on to a brighter time in their life. So that's what that one there talks about. So I believe that, yep, you've done some contemplation and some thinking, and you've had some bit of downtime, a bit of rest, and you've decided that you've accepted the way that life is at the moment, and you are going to move forward and find your own peace, and you're seeing the positives of it. Because here you are standing in your Empress mode, male or female, doesn't matter. You know your worth, and you are going to move forward for a brighter day, whatever that is for you. Okay, so next, Aquarius, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Temperance card. Okay, so the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands in reverse is talking about that you may have come in contact, or will be coming in contact with delays. There's some sort of blocks. Something may be blocking you from moving forward, and there is a lack of passion and energy. So you're probably pretty tired, drained from everything that's happened, and you possibly could have hit a brick wall. COVID lockdown wouldn't be helping you at all, because you can't really do anything or go anywhere or see anyone, so you're probably feeling quite confined. Probably suggest reaching out through communication if you need to speak to someone. This can also talk about you being hesitant as well. Maybe you've made your decision and you want to move forward, but maybe you're sort of like in two minds still. It could just mean that. The Seven of Cups in reverse talks about lack of purpose. It can talk about there's been a diversion in where you want to go. There could be some more confusion and distractions around that. Maybe you're trying to get that clarity, and you're still making those choices, like you're not totally there yet, like you've still got many choices to make. And as I said, the COVID lockdown recently in Australia, well, in New South Wales in particular, we've only just gone back into lockdown. This is our second week. We still have, things going on, but we're not used to this. We haven't been in lockdown since last year. And last year, we thought that we were moving forward, and now we've gone back into lockdown for another, who knows, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, I don't know. And it's not, it's not easy, especially with the kids home and, homeschooling and doing all that and working from home and all the rest of it. It's not easy. So I can understand why, Aquarius, if you are in Australia, that things have been put on hold for you, and you feel, conflicted, and you probably, when you're at home, your mind goes a million miles an hour, thinks up things that you never even thought were possible, but it does. So I understand why you would be feeling very stagnant, I guess, at the moment. That Seven of Cups way, like the diversion, the lack of purpose, confused distractions, and you still got lots of choices to make. Here we have the Temperance card here, and that asks for you to have patience. And I can understand that patience is not easy. It's not easy. So we're talking about patience, moderation, healing. You need to make a compromise in the situation. This also can talk about, there could be a Sagittarius involved, or you could have Sagittarius in your chart. You are in a receptive environment for reconciliation. You may be balancing out your emotions, and this card talks about often it can bring healing as well. So don't, and this is probably why you're still trying to figure everything out. So yeah, as I said, having patience and the ability to compromise to find a satisfactory solution, because there is harmony and compatibility around you, whatever that may be for you. Okay, so that's what your love reading is for this time. There's probably lots of clarifications in there that I could have gone for, but yeah, like your situation is going to be what your situation is, Aquarius. Right, let's see what the advice is for you, Aquarius, in regards to this time. From the 16th of August till the 10th of September for Venus entering into Libra. We have got Mercury, which is going into retrograde at the end of September. So this is going to be, all signs are going to work out what has previously been swept under the carpet. So, so don't lose touch with your intuition. Stay connected to your emotions and honour those feelings as well. Don't forget to think about yourself first. And, you just got to ride the wave, unfortunately, at the moment to see what's going to happen. Can't get a card out from here. I might just pick one out for you. Okay, we have got purification, water, emotional cleansing and rejuvenation. I think this is most definitely what you would need to do at the moment if you have been feeling a little bit drained, Aquarius. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. It is 32. 32, let's see. 32. This card signifies healing and rejuvenation, which comes as a result of emotional cleansing. In the coming days, you may experience some emotional turmoil, deep feelings that you thought you had already dealt with or previously resolved resurface seemingly out of nowhere. Do not be concerned, for a profound healing is taking place, and at the end of this process you will feel all the better for it. The lady featured on this card emerges from the deep waters of her emotions into the light of a new day. Emotionally cleansed and rejuvenated, she is now ready to move fully into her power, free of the emotional baggage that she previously carried. The affirmation for you, Aquarius, is, I allow all unresolved feelings to surface. I give thanks for the healing that is taking place. I am emotionally cleansed. I am free of emotional baggage. I release all that no longer serves me. So that is a really good oracle card for you, Aquarius. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to talk about your North Node and your South Node, okay? So your South Node is Aquarius, your sun sign. Your North Node is Leo. So when you're making decisions, you need to ask yourself, do I make these decisions as an Aquarius, which is your South Node, which is your past previous lifetimes, or do I make my decisions as a Leo because I am moving towards my North Node, which is a Leo, and into my new life? So, okay, so the North and South Nodes, they aren't planets but mathematical points in your chart. Okay, the South Node reveals the challenges and gifts we bring in from previous lifetimes, which is your comfort zone. Your North Node is the exact opposite zodiac sign of your South Node. So yours, Aquarius, is Leo. North Node activities require you to stretch out of your comfort zone, and once you do, you'll be amazed by how fulfilled you will feel. The sooner you align yourself with this path, the more purpose-driven your life will become. Every now and then, you will return to your South Node, as that's easy for you and that feels comfortable. Even after you've made your way in the world, sometimes you will always want to, go back to your safe spot, your Aquarius spot, but the easy way isn't satisfying for your Aquarius. So you need to step out of that and move towards your North Node, which is Leo. Now, I do have a little bit of information in regards to your North Node, and I am going to ask the angels in regards to who you might be in contact with, the different zodiac signs, in a minute. But I am going to talk about this one first. Okay. So, Aquarius, so the problems that you may be encountering, or depending on where you are in your spiritual journey, if you are looking for your utopia, so your ideals are frustrating your needs for love and companionship. Okay, so the possible reason could be you could be lazy developing your creativity, preferring to idolize others' accomplishments at the expense of your own. You could also spend most of your time serving others at the expense of fulfilling your own goals. And you can also retreat from the world because of past traumatic experiences. You can also be or feel your ingrained snobbishness hinders the formation of relationships. So the solutions for you, Aquarius, are get in touch with your need for dignity and channel it properly. Discover and use your fertile imagination. Learn to lie skillfully. So I know we're not supposed to lie, but white lies and lying skillfully is a good idea for you, okay? You need to have a lot of lovers, right? So that means go out, if you're single, go out and just experience life as much as you can. Devote yourself totally to a humanitarian organisation or cause or activity. So the observations are for North Node in Leo almost always has some degree of untapped creativity. Leo is a sign of confidence. Sometimes shyness keeps that creativity untapped. Another manifestation of Leo North Node, Aquarius South Node, is imbalance. Is seen in the person who leaves more prosaic creativities untapped while they search for that great talent that will make a contribution to the world. Leo North Noder isn't content to enjoy their own creativity unless they can achieve a great artistic, dramatic, social contribution to prosperity. If you have an overdeveloped Aquarius South Node, you are going to be kept busy dealing with other people's problems. You're going to be spiteful and fond of shocking others. This is if you have overdeveloped Aquarius South Node. You are going to be contradictory and the brain doesn't know what the heart wants. You can also be egotistical in an unusual way, and you emphasize equality and refuse to acknowledge that some people have more potential than others. In other words, you can't do any more than they can. Okay, so that's the information that I've got for you in regards to your North Node and your South Node. I am going to be talking about, in the coming weeks, I'm going to be talking about the age of Aquarius and the one that we've left behind, the age of Pisces. I'm also going to be talking about the history of the different, like the age of Aries and the age of Libra and all of this stuff. I mean, we are fortunate enough that we have been in the age of Pisces and we're moving into age of Aquarius. We're, right now, from 1999, right until now. It takes that long to transition. We have just, this will our third Mercury retrograde this year, and they have all been in air signs. So that's a pretty good indication that we are ripe for the picking, age of Aquarius right now, and that's where we're going. People that are not going to be spiritually ascended and are not willing to work for spiritually ascend as the age of Aquarius wants us to, they are going to be left behind. They just can't come into, they just won't be able to handle the age of Aquarius. So anyway, I'm going to talk more about that later on down the track. So just stay tuned, subscribe, and you'll be okay. All right, let's see what we've got. So I'm going to pull out each of the zodiac signs. So Aquarius, if you're dealing with another Aquarius. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Scorpio. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Gemini. A Sagittarius, an Aries, a Leo, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Libra, a Capricorn, a Cancer, a Pisces. Okay, so here we have these up here, or here on the table, I should say. I have shuffled these cards, so we'll ask the angels if Aquarius is dealing with another Aquarius. You are needing to reconsider. So because this is a love reading, you more than likely will be in your Venus sign. So you look at your natal chart, Google natal chart, and you'll be able to find out your Venus sign. If you're inquiring about someone else, well, obviously you need to know their date of birth, because then you're going to find out their Venus sign as well. So more than likely, you are going to be dealing with an Aquarius Venus with another Aquarius Venus, okay, which is very rare, but it can happen. So you need to reconsider. So Aquarius, if you are dealing with a Scorpio, you need to be assertive. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Gemini, you need to, a year from now, things are going to be okay in a year from now. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, there is going to be a peaceful resolution. Aquarius, if you're dealing with an Aries, you need to look for a sign. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Leo, you need to ask for help from others. So you may need to get in contact with your family or your friends and ask what they think about the situation. What are they, what's their interpretation on it? What would they do in this situation? Or you could meditate and get the answers as well. Answers can come through meditation, so that's there for you. Okay, so Aries, Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Taurus, the answer is no. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Virgo, the answer is don't stop. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Libra, you need to compromise. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, there is no need to worry. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Cancer, you need to take action. Aquarius, if you're dealing with a Pisces, you need to communicate clearly. Okay, so that's what I have got for you, Aquarius. I am going to be doing another reading next week, and this will be around Mercury entering into Leo. Now, Mercury is the planet of communication. It's also the planet of magic and reasoning, intellect, processing of information. So it will be possibly another love reading, and it'll be surrounding communication. So we don't have communication, Aquarius, we don't have a relationship, basically. So that's what I've got for you, Venus moving into Libra, and I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have a good week, good weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye, Aquarius.